After completing his pilgrimage in Makkah, most pilgrims would return home. But Ibn Battuta's heart longed for something more. His eyes still held dreams of distant worlds. He thought to himself, "If Allah has granted me strength in my steps and curiosity in my heart, then why should I not seek His light across the far corners of the earth?" With this thought, his journey pressed forward, this time towards Yemen.
May your journey be prosperous.
Crossing the
And
burning
yours,
deserts
good
of
friend.
Arabia, he reached the cities of Aden and Zabid. Here,
Spices from
on the
East,
shores of the Indian
silks
Ocean,
from China.
he witnessed bustling
truly
ports where ships
magnificent
from
port.
every corner of the world would arrive.
What a
Ivory,
vibrant market.
spices,
The
fine
ivory
fabrics,
is exquisite.
and precious stones. All were bought and sold in these markets. For the first time, Ibn Battuta realized that the sea was not a barrier,
Welcome to
but a
Mogadishu.
bridge, connecting Arabia to India and China.
Peace be upon you.
From here, his steps turned
There's a
towards
story
East
I
Africa.
must share with you.
By sea, he reached Mogadishu, a thriving trade center, a blend of Arabic and African cultures. He marveled at the tall, strong people who were as hospitable as they were generous. The markets glimmered with gold coins and ivory, yet the
This
trade of
place is
slaves
a
weighed
marvel.
heavily on his heart.
A true crossroads of the world.
Traveling further along the coasts of Kenya and Tanzania, he saw how Islam had transformed these settlements. The call to prayer echoing from minarets, the fragrance of faith carried by the ocean breeze. Ibn Battuta was amazed at how swiftly the light of Islam had reached these distant shores. From the coasts of Africa, he turned his path to Turkey. At that time, Anatolia was under the Seljuks. In Konya, he visited the tomb of Maulana Rumi. The Sufi lodges there taught nothing but love and brotherhood. On the Byzantine frontiers, Turkish warriors fought with courage, while the common people welcomed strangers with unmatched generosity.
This place is a marvel.
Ibn Battuta carried with him a lifelong admiration for their bravery and sincerity. But the true turning point of his journey was yet to come: the voyage to India. Sailing with Arab merchants, he arrived on the shores of Gujarat. At that time, Delhi was ruled by Sultan Muhammad bin Tughlaq, a ruler both brilliant and unpredictable, whose generosity could astonish, yet whose harshness could wound hearts. When Ibn Battuta entered his court, the Sultan received him warmly and appointed him as Qadi al-Qudat, Chief Justice. The mighty fortresses, the grand bazaars, the flourishing centers of knowledge, all opened before him a world rich in colors and culture. Fate, however, had more trials in store. The Sultan sent him as an ambassador to China. On the way, his ship was struck by storms, and he found himself between life and death. This journey carried him to the Maldives, an island nation surrounded by turquoise waters, where coconut trees swayed and fishing boats danced on the shores. The Queen appointed him as a judge. Yet after a few years, weary of court intrigues, he departed once again. From the Maldives, his path wound through Sri Lanka, Java, and Malacca, until at last, he entered the land of his childhood dreams, China. He stood in awe of Beijing's wide avenues, its immaculate markets, heaps of silk, and the early use of gunpowder. Ibn Battuta reflected on the discipline of this people, their order, their labor, their knowledge. But this was no easy journey. Storms struck again and again, and once, when his ship sank, he wandered for days along the shore, starving and parched. Yet he never let despair overcome him. Each new land, each new city, he regarded as a sign from Allah, and he pressed onward. This was the second great chapter of Ibn Battuta's life, a chapter that stretched his horizons so wide that he was no longer merely a traveler, but a global citizen of his age. The markets of Africa, the lodges of Turkey, the courts of Delhi,
silks,
the islands of the Maldives, and the bustling trade centers of China, all remained etched in his memory. And yet, his story was not over. His footsteps were destined to turn again, to Andalusia, to Mali, and at last, back to his homeland.